I was listening to a very interesting podcast recently, and it brought up kind of the paradox of the United States, kind of this contradiction of liberty versus slavery, how our country is built on revolution, yet at the time the revolution was happening, our founding fathers were slaves. Slavery was still going on in the United States. We were fighting for the majority of our population was not free. And now recently, with everything that's going on, I've been thinking a lot about this narrative of revolution, and also how people are saying we should be protesting differently or how things should look differently, yet when people peacefully protest, it's still not seen as the right way. So I look at how I've been looking and been really thinking about how, you know, our country, yet how it's been going and how this isn't new. The civil rights movement, people like to talk about it being peaceful, but it was in response. The nonviolence in many ways was an offensive attack to what was going on in the world. And I think a quote that I'm thinking of from James Baldwin there really summed it up. I love America more than any other country in the world. And exactly for that reason, I insist on the right to criticize her perpetually. And that has really what's been driving my thoughts recently.
I agree 100% with that premise that Rachel's kind of explained. When you care about something deeply, that thing or that organization or that relationship has to be open to criticism. And you can look at it as a spiritual ideal, but definitely it's a political ideal. If we care about America and what this country was meant to be founded as and what is become, we have to be open to critiquing and taking a look at what we're looking at. And no generation is better equipped for that than the current one, because of the access to technology and information and police body cams and memes and all of it. We have a more clear picture of the story of racism in America than we've ever had. And it doesn't take the written word. It doesn't take research necessarily. All it takes is a cell phone, and you can see a pretty clear picture of what's happening in this country. And while I appreciate, like I said, the people who have newly come to the discussion of racism, it's not a new story. And in my eyes, more important than COVID-19 is the virus of COVID-16-19, the virus of racism,